pop noises. Wah. Wah. All right, guys, welcome back to the F6 update here, and we are here at Monster Torque. And again, Rob is the only guy that plays around with my Barra here. Yeah, so it's currently in the dyno room. We're warming it up, and we got a gate, we got a trans cooler, and we've even gone and fixed the timing chains because, spoiler alert, they were shattered. So yeah, we're gonna touch back on that later on in this video, but for now, we're gonna get in the dyno room, we're gonna run it up, we're gonna see the power it makes, hear it now, because this thing should sound like a totally different animal. And me and Leon, we are keen to hear this thing. So let's get it.
It was still just, it was a little bit cool, like the temps on it. So I've got it set so it won't let it have full power until it gets right up to operating temp. So it made 370 something the day before. 373. Yeah, so 373.
So it made a little bit more than before,
and then it was just a bit cooler then, but it's sitting around the 373.
Yeah, right. So bang on 500 now, basically.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So what I'll do, I'll just get a good...
Plenty for a street car.
Heaps.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's mad. Stoked for that. Now, just before we go speak to Rob here at Monster Torque about all the mods and the timing chains, we got to do a shout out to Wiper Tech because they have seriously been helping us with the F6. And these are, again, the only wipers I've put on the F6 now. And they're on the VZ also. So these things, again, they are just a good wiper. They're Aussie, local, free shipping. Use my code, it's Ross15 off. You're gonna get free express shipping and 15% off your order. There's tons of 5-star reviews, and seriously, just to be delivered to your door, easy installation, why not? Use my code, help Wiper Tech out, help me out. Let's go now speak to Rob and find out exactly what we've done to this F6 and what you need to watch out for with your Barra and timing chains. Now look, we're just in here with Rob and we're gonna just cover the timing chain because I did notice some odd noises in the F6 just like super recently before I dropped it off, and obviously it was a major issue. Like,
yeah, it was pretty bad. So it had a bit of a rattle from the timing chain area, which they can do. They're always a bit noisy from the timing chain and top of the rocket cover. We did some upgrades, so we did a PWR trans cooler, which was the easiest option for this vehicle. It's not making ridiculous power, so if it was making over 800 to 900, we'd be putting a full external on the ZF, much as a lot of people's taboo, and you can't do that. That's what we do. We always run a full external. So we went the PWR route and we did an external gate just for a little bit better boost control and give them a bit more noise.
100%.
So we did the mods and the upgrade. We put the car on the dyno. First couple of runs in my headset, so I wear a knockbox for tuning, listening for detonation and listening to the engine. Noticed it was getting pretty rattly, so we shut the car down, pulled it off the dyno and pulled the rock cover off.
Yeah.
On inspection, we'd found that the timing chain top guide had broken and wasn't even there. So you can see here where the chain's actually been rubbing. Pretty common, we've seen that a lot of times before.
Yeah.
We found that the swing guide on the driver's side of the engine was basically broken in a couple of different places. and the chain had started to run on that, that's main swing guide. So very, very common problem with Barras.
Yeah.
We see it day in, day out. It's always that conversation you don't want to have with the customer, like, needs a timing chain kit, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
We replaced it with we do a full kit. We replaced it with a genuine tensioner. So we always use a genuine timing chain tensioner and a heavy duty kit. There's a couple of brands on the market that you can use. It's pretty hard to get OE timing chain parts,
but it's getting harder and harder, isn't it?
We've got a pretty good supply of tensioners, so we'd have over 300 or 400 timing chain tensioners on the shelf. So we're going to be right for a while.
Yeah. So,
but
it's obviously a big common issue.
It is a common issue. The car's got high Ks on it, right?
Yeah, 230,000 Ks on that now.
So we normally see them fail around the 140, anywhere from 100 to 140. So
it's actually done well.
It's actually done well. What we've seen in the past is little bits of plastic will break off and they actually get caught in the chain.
Yep.
So it'll jump. It jumps teeth. So it'll jump. Cam timing will, obviously be out when the timing goes out, and if it's catastrophic, you'll bend inlet valves.
Yeah,
so it's a good thing that we picked up on it. At least now we know it's right, and we're happy with everything that's been done.
Yeah, because again, it was only maybe a handful of times that I heard like a metal sound.
Yep.
And I was like, that just doesn't sound right.
Yep.
And then it wasn't boosting right when I would fully want to get on it. Yep. It was sort of sputtering, and then you're saying that's when the timing
timing was out a little bit on it.
Yeah.
So that's all been, all set up properly. It's all been back together.
And honestly, even you can see the wear marks on that, and that is literally from just a few times. I mean, I don't drive it that often, and it wouldn't take long for that to just, once it's on metal, obviously doesn't take long for it to go.
That's right. And going to like engine builds, we always use a new timing chain kit on them.
Yep.
So there's not an option in a part of a package. There's a lot of guys that will build engines and reuse timing chain gears and all the rest. Well, it's not that it's not smart. I suppose it comes back down to customer's budget, but it's not something that we will do.
Yeah.
I would rather, if the engine build, they think it's too much, but they're not looking at what they're actually getting.
Yeah.
Like, there's $1,000 in parts there. Like, it's
100%.
It's a lot of money.
And well, it's much cheaper to do the $1,000 replacement than have it go
bang,
explode, and then there's bits everywhere inside.
And then it's cylinder head off, it's new intake valves, it will break the guide. We've seen that before, so they'll bend an inlet valve, the guide will be broken, so you end up with guides, valves, the whole lot. So it's a fair bit cheaper than pulling it apart.
And yet, because I'll just let you do what you reckon is best for that car. So did we go 45 on the gate?
We went a Turbo Smart 45 on it.
Yeah.
We've fabbed up our own housing, so it all fits nice, it's not rubbing. We use braided wastegate line as well, so it's got all the Teflon braid on there. It hasn't got, cheap rubber that's going to melt in 2 seconds, which a lot of guys do use. It's not an ideal thing using rubber line on wastegates.
No. That's why I only come to you, Rob. So this guy knows his stuff. He's a Barra guru. So Rob, again, thanks so much, man.
No worries, mate. It was good to see you.
Absolutely. We are going to get in this F6 now, and we're going to do a first drive because I'm itching.
Excited.
Let's go. All right. So, I'm like, I don't even know what to expect on this, man. So. We can hear this thing now, man. Holy. It's a totally different car. Oh, bro, just touching gate. Yo. Holy shit. You got to be like pretty into it, so it's not going to be crazy annoying. I kind of wanted it that way. I didn't want it to come on too early. See, that's just re-envisioned the car for me. And I know some people be like, oh, you'll get sick of it, you'll get sick of it. I don't care. I do not care, because this thing just sounds, it's like unlocked a new excitement for me now. It's only got 500 wheel, and I am stoked it's making 500 wheel horsepower now. Before, again, it was sort of just under, it was 485. Obviously, it helps a little bit just eliminating that, that back pressure when it just vents to atmosphere, but yes, I am stoked. Oh man, Rob at Monster Torque, them boys, I tell you what, they know what they're doing. And if you got a Barra and you're in Perth, just go to them, don't muck around, and honestly, he's the best bloke, man. Even just touching gate, you know, like, oh, bro, menace. Absolute menace. Oh, bro. I can't wait to get on the freeway with this thing, man. We are just about to. I gotta get used to the way it drives, though. Like, I feel like because I've never really been a flat footer in my F6, it's, when I'm easing onto the power, again, sometimes when you have a gate, it wants all or nothing. So I've really got to like retrain my right foot when I want to give it to like not just plant it. And when I just plant it, yeah, because I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's sort of like wah, 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 like it's a little bit on and off. Like I think that's because I'm just sort of slowly rolling it, but. Now it's got a screamer. Now you know. Now it's got the gate. It's all or nothing type drive, which I'm game. I am game, man. I've been waiting to get back in this old girl. Man, I love this car. Well, I'm gonna drop it back to my street tune, which is middle boost. It is funny, man. This thing is funny now already. Yeah, just tap it. Bro, what do you guys think? Did I make a mistake? Did I have a win? We got the trans cooler now. We've got the timing chains fixed, 45 mil gate, and yo, I'm loving this thing, man. I'm absolutely in love with this thing. Yo, yep, that's it. Full flat foot commitment, and it loves it, man. On the highway, it hooks up still. Yes, just on. She's on, bro. I'm ready, man. I am ready. Let's race. Let's have a go. Oh, mate. It's a street car. It's not a 1,000 horsepower car. Look, I know I drive a whole bunch of wild shit. We feature a whole bunch of crazy builds. But at the end of the day, man, you know, this is it's an older car. It's 230,000 Ks, and still 500 wheel horsepower is a lot. So I love this thing. And in terms of a usable street car, it's there. Could I have another 100 horsepower? Yes, but I am quite happy with the way this thing is set up. Yeah, it's safe on the boost, and that was middle boost, just what I hit there, so that's not even high boost, and it still absolutely goes. Yeah. Oh, I'm stoked, man. Unreal. Flat foot commitment with the gate. I love it. Hell yeah. Now we've got to move the VZ back out onto the road because, well, the F6 is the baby and it goes in the garage. That's just how it is. I love that VZ, man. How hot does that thing look? But I'll tell you what, this F6 on another level, man. It just is. You know, if that was a Maloo, it'd probably be on the same level. These clubby, absolutely, but there's something about these F6s, man, like with the twists in the silhouette black, it's just too hot. Now that's the video, guys. First impression, first drive with the new mods, the 45 gate. I'm gonna get used to this thing again, but I'm absolutely in love with this thing again. Like, a newfound love has come, which is great with these cars. You can tune them, you can make them your own, and still not get bored. You know what I mean? And there's plenty still to do to this thing. Just one thing we forgot to mention was there is the aftermath of a coolant line. So he blew a coolant hose while it was on the dyno, but we got that all sorted. Everything's back to schmick, and I'm keen. So we're gonna be doing some meet soon. Hopefully any of you guys in WA will come out. We'll see it. See this and the VZ. Yeah, again, guys, like, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.